All right, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. Take my time with this one. I'm here to address you Masons, man. Y'all walk around and you admire or marvel at those little 33 degrees that you got in your physical brain. You had to go to a temple to beg somebody for degrees that you already were born with before you were introduced to certain systems that shut those degrees down in your brain. So when they're talking about the lion asleep in Judah, or you talking about the three ruffians, Jubilah, Jubilo, and Jubilum, you ain't think I knew, did you? That guy that hit you across the head, your third eye, it don't have nothing to do with physical people hitting you in your head. It has a lot to do with the systems that was introduced to your spiritual brain that shut your third eye down. The third eye, the three ruffians. So let me just say this. Your degrees are petty. You crawling around begging for degrees that is already pre-encoded in your DNA. The birds have more degrees than you. Why do I say that? Because nature is the highest degree. They don't read books. They don't have a religion. They don't deal with politics. So therefore, they are not tainted with. If I was to go into nature and pull something natural out of nature and introduce it to genetically modified information or ingredients, it then becomes negative for my body. When I put that in my body, what happens? I will shut down. High blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and etc. So when you start plagiarizing or genetically modifying degrees that are already in your DNA, then you become a part of somebody's agenda who is actually creating emotions for you to make you feel as if you are a master of something that is an illusion. That's the only thing you are a master of. That which is an illusion. But when you deal with nature, you are the master of that which is the reality, because nature is in your DNA. That is the ingredient of your soul. That is the ingredient of your soul. So all you Masons running around 33 degrees, I'm master. Now, we're not going to talk about the real 33. The way I see things, you see, because it's Boy Scouts. These lodges that you see here in America, they Boy Scouts. They have their little dances on the weekends, raise their little money. It's a religion. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to go into the Grand Lodge, go right on outside. That's the Grand Lodge. And the person who made you a master of your destiny is the person's womb that you came out of. That's your Eastern Star. Oh yeah, that's your Eastern Star. That black womb that gave birth to you, that's your Eastern Star. So with all of this bull crap about I'm a master Mason, you ain't a master. You have a master who made you a master up in an illusion, but you are not a master because you put some ring on your finger. You get what I'm saying? And to clarify, I had someone address me about, well, you can't get certain degrees or become something to that effect of being a master Mason unless you go into the temple for a certain amount of time. Everything that's created in the illusion has nothing to do with you. So if you think that you are a big shot for going into a physical temple to obtain a piece of paper or to ride some goat, nigga, I don't ride goats. I ride the sun. Why? Because it's 93 million miles away from me, but yet it still communicates with me in the most positive form that you could ever imagine. It gives me things that is unseen. It distributes to my soul that which keeps its vibration and cosmic rhythm to its heartbeat. Degrees don't get no higher than that. I've never been in a lodge before. I am the lodge. I am the lodge. And my degrees come from my mother. My degrees come from my mother. All right, so, I addressed that issue. And again, I say that if you have to go into a physical temple to become something that you already are, then you just a slave. You a goddamn slave. So be happy being a slave. You get what I'm saying? And enjoy yourself. But at the same time, this is what we are. We got hit over the head and taken away from our spiritual abilities to see who we truly are. We are not the physical body. So if we are spiritual people, then anything that we deal with, we have to attach that to that label, whatever we deal with. So if you are a Mason, you have to be a spiritual Mason. And what is a spiritual Mason? A spiritual Mason is one who's in tune with the universe unconsciously. My soul speaks to the sun. My soul speaks to the moons. It speaks to the stars. Even when I'm around animals, I'm so in tune with nature that the animals speak to me in a way that even when I process my dreams, they are there in the form of me. You say you fly in your sleep? That's cool. What does the birds do? Because sometimes you can come in tune with something while you're in public and don't even know that you got in tune with it. The highest degrees is getting in tune with yourself. I'm not talking about yourself. I'm talking about yourself out there. You say the sun is rising. Why can't you just say I'm rising? You are now detaching yourself from something that you really are. But because you are in the physical body, it allows you to see yourself as being an individual component inside of a piece of flesh that is causing something to be projected into your vision, So now you see yourself as being other than who you really are. We are not physical entities. And once we stop seeing things in that aspect, we'll be able to truly move and evolve and start having higher thoughts of thinking. We'll be able to contact other mediums outside of ourselves. You are a universe. The universe is not just one universe. You are one universe in itself. So, what is a Mason? My mom's son. Mason, M-A-S-O-N. Take the prefix of Mason, M-A. Put a dash in between that and son. Ma, son. I'm my mother's son. I'm a Mason because a black woman made me that. She made me a higher degree carrier. She made me a traveler. She made me intellectually. She made me perfect because I'm my mom's son. The temple didn't make me. I didn't come from between the legs of a building. I came from between the legs of a black woman. And guess what? It's beautiful. And she gave me so many degrees, even though physically she may not have had a good life, but she gave me so much degrees in my DNA that I'm really online. And when I say I'm online, I'm not talking about paying no bills neither. I'm online with the sun. That's my gigabytes. It moves fast. Sound moves fast. Time moves fast. My time. This is what you make. You become a master of your destiny when you create your own. When you create your own time. Again, Masons are not created in a physical temple. It is created in a black womb, which is a spiritual temple. That for 9 months, and you don't even know what the science of 33 is. It's talking about 9 ether. 3 times 3 is 9. The 9 ether is between the legs of the black woman. She nurtures you between the legs. Again, because I'm my son, Mason. And by the way, even in the physical world, it wasn't started by Europeans. Some damn Prince Hall. Some goddamn Scottish Rite. It won't start about some Scottish Rite and Prince Hall. If you want to talk about being physical Masons, it was started in Kemet. Go and look for yourself. Look how they took nature and they transferred nature down into physical things that's explaining formulas higher than itself. It's pointing to something higher than itself. So when you're talking about the sun, S-O-N, you're talking about the S-U-N. Because the S-O-N can never be higher than the S-U-N. If the S-U-N was to leave the sky right now, we'll all cease to exist. So how can I worship the son of somebody, the S-O-N of somebody? Who I never seen, but I see the sun every single day. And when the sun get 100 degrees, guess what? By way of photosynthesis, my cells receive all of the information that it needs if I'm not putting genetically modified foods in my body. Because when you put sunblock on, you are blocking information because the sun don't want to talk to you. It don't want to have any type of communication with you at all. You get what I'm saying? So, The degrees of the sun is the degrees of who I am. The hotter it is, the higher the degrees. And I'm not talking about a physical heat. I'm talking about heat being dispersed by way of an evolving revolution of information that is coming from other celestial bodies, such as the sun. You have many binary suns that is talking to you right now, but you can't feel it. And it might be 200, 300 degrees. This is how you get your degrees. You don't need to go into a physical temple to get your degrees. You get your degrees from everything that's a part of your body. Your soul is a fragment of the sun. And if the sun is hot, 93 million miles away, you can feel it from here. Then why settle for some 33 petty ass degrees? Unless you're settling for the non-ether. If you get what I'm saying. But with that much said, Osei Kufuor, Black Science TV 111, I'm out. Peace.